I'm proud of what we built here, so I'm not gonna hit and run. Like, we're here to stay. We're building a brand and we stand behind our product. So I want these people to put a face to the name when they buy DaSilva homes, know that like I'm Gabe DaSilva, and that if they need me, they have my card, they have my cell phone number, and they can call me direct. I realized my flight's not till 4, so I got some time. So I'm actually going to do the walkthroughs myself, so I get to meet the buyers. I didn't think I was going to have time, so that's cool. I always like to meet the buyers, give them my card, and offer to come back if anything comes up, so they know that they can always call us. If one of the mechanicals trips or something isn't working quite the way it's supposed to be, that they don't have to defer to a manufacturer's warranty and call a 1-800 number and deal with all that. And that's what we're here for, you know, within reason, of course. But so I think that gives these people, it gives buyers a comfort level. Because we buy houses every month. Every couple of weeks, we're buying a house, selling a house. A lot of people are going to buy 1, 2, or 3 in their lifetime. As they scale up and buy more and more expensive homes, I get that it's not like going to the grocery store and buying a gallon of milk. So we were through the house with our demo crew last week. We marked off all the walls. We had considered laminating the plaster walls, trying to salvage the floors, pry away and reuse all the molding, and just with the condition everything's in, all the pet stains on the floors, the cracks here, none of this is really salvageable. I mean, you could try, but I feel like in the long run it'll be more work. So we're actually going to go to the studs and start new and expose everything. We'll know what we have to work with, and from there bring our trades in order. Have our framer come in and reframe whatever needs to be reframed. Have our tradesmen come in, plumb, wire, run ductwork where it's needed, as opposed to trying to break sections of wall and try and find bays where they can do that. We'll have everything exposed so everybody knows what they've got to work with. It's typically not how you would do a rehab like this, because we're not doing an addition and we're not going to be required to rip the house apart because we're putting on square footage, but it makes more sense for our model to do everything new. And dollars wise, it's going to obviously be more expensive, but in the long run, the product will be better. So that's why we prefer that version of it. There's just so many examples in this house, even outside on this patio. You could easily patch what's here, rip up the flagstone and put it back, but why would you? If this is happening in this section, chances are this is happening all along this front porch. This used to be exposed, so it was exposed to the elements, and it probably had some weather issues and snow and ice, and over time just started to wear, and they just patched it, and now it's just easier to rip the whole thing up and do it new, and whoever ultimately winds up in this house knows that they have a solid front porch that they don't have to worry about. So that'll likely be our play here. May extend our timeline, but I think it'll be worthwhile in the end. As an investor, someone, a project manager or yourself, if you don't have one, touches every job every day to see that who's ever supposed to be there is there doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then, like us with our model and already having James in the field touching the houses every day, I still think there's value in us going out, me particularly, at least once a week and touching every project. So back on site at our 121 LeGrand project in Fanwood. Guys are inside doing interior demo. Should be about a week's worth of work here for 3 or 4 guys. Plan is to get all that done and get the framers in here as soon as possible to rip the roof off and start framing up the second floor. In the meantime, take advantage of the weather, actually warming up for a little bit and do some of the exterior work that we didn't think we were gonna get to. So we'll try and get the tree trimmers, not the ones that dumped all those trees on our Garwood house, new tree trimmers, to come out, take these 2 big monster trees out and the few in the back, and rip up that back patio, front walk. Maybe if we have time, try and get a patio laid down ahead of the winter. I doubt that'll happen. We'll probably push that into the spring once everything else here is done, just to see who's there, who's been there, what's getting done, where are we timeline wise, did they run over, are they taking too long, are they ahead, can we tweak some things now and bring other guys in ahead. Just another set of eyes, but I think it's critically important, because if you're not out there, it's so easy to turn a day into a week. I think that's what keeps our projects on time, whereas a lot of times guys struggle with timelines. I think it's because they're not touching the projects as frequently as they should be. And we still have overruns, delays, but I think better than most, we do manage them down to get our stuff done. I mean, we could do ADA levels in 4 months if the weather's with us and guys are cranking the way they're supposed to be, which I think is really, really good from a timeline standpoint, but we've had them run way over also. So that's why we do this. That's why there's value in this exercise, getting out of the office and spending a day or a half day each week doing this. Get on them.